Hello everyone, very good morning. Welcome to this morning 10 a.m. session. We will discuss reading comprehension. I hope your preparation is going on well. Please keep on solving few questions every day. My name is Anupam. Please download and subscribe to and install Unacademy. Also subscribe to Unacademy. Go to plus cat and sub. So plus is your is what we call as the people who subscribe, who get privileged access to our content, which is the which is a paid medium. So when you say you are a plus student, that means you have paid the fees, you have purchased a plan, and till your plan until a plan is live, your plan is active, your plan is not ended, you will stay as our plus is students. And the faculty who come and teach on that platform, they are known as plus educated. So this is how this term is used. So just to make it clear, so when you come to plus, you are saying that you want to pay for it. Then you choose that which of the thing. There are many options. CAT is there, GR is there, IELTS is there, CA, CS. In this screenshot you can see, but in the actual app also such almost similar UI interface appears, and then you go in CAT, and then you click on the button subscription, get subscription. Then you will find these 5 options here. So for the people who are looking at 24 months program, I think people who are writing next year the exam, they for them 2 years of program makes more sense. Use the code Saxena Live to get 10% discount, 18,900 it will come down to. People who are writing this year 6 months program makes sense to me. It will come down to 14,000 for 6 months. 2,333 rupees will be your EMI cost, and there are EMI calls also available for 12-month program. If you pay in one shot, after the discount you will be getting the price of 15,750. Unacademy subscription is very beneficial. It is extremely important, and you will be given a lot of free tests, a lot of mock tests, topic wise tests, sectional tests, which are very essential to your preparation. If you will not write test, if you will not analyze your mistakes, then your scores will not improve. There are a lot of old question papers which have come in like your past year question papers are also given. Also you also have doubt solving sessions which you can make use of. So let's try and solve an RC here. It says that contemporary internet shopping conjures a perfect storm of choice. Research has consistently held that people who are presented with a few options make better, easier decisions than those presented with many. Helping consumers figure out what to buy amid an endless sea of choices online has become a cottage industry unto itself. Many brands and retailers now wield marketing buzzwords such as curation, differentiation, and discovery as they attempt to sell an assortment of stuff targeted to their ideal customers. Companies find such shoppers through the data gold mine of digital advertising, which can catalog people by gender, income level, personal interest, and more. Since Americans have lost the ability to sort through the sheer volume of consumer choices available to them, a host now has to be in retail machine with whether it is an algorithm, an influencer, or some crazy ad tech to help a product follow you around the internet. So let me just turn on the video part. If there's any chat coming in, I'll be able to see it. So what they're saying when people, the purpose of these couple of lines will be, if we can put it simply, that so if people are given many choices, it becomes difficult for them, and they make better and easier decisions when they are presented with fewer choices. Okay, and now they're saying that how helping people choose a product has become a job or opportunity, or it has become a cottage industry. The word used, a cottage industry, that it has become a small scale in an industry of itself, wherein people are helping others choose what to buy, basically. And there are various methods, like there is curation, and there are other things. The company finds its shoppers through the gold mine of digital advertising, and which catalog people, or there is a influencer, or there is a snappy ad tech, or it is an algorithm. Indeed, choice fatigue is one reason so many people gravitate towards lifestyle in influencers on Instagram. So they're saying that there is a certain amount of choice fatigue. People get become tired because of so many choices. Okay, so they gravitate towards lifestyle in influences on Instagram. The relentless chick, young moms, the relentlessly chick means something. The chick means to be very trendy. Chick means to be very using clothes, or using certain gadgets, or using certain which are very in fashion. Young moms, and perpetually vacationing 20 something, the people who are always on a vacation, who present an aspirational worldview, and then recommend the products and the services that help achieve it. Okay, so they are sort of so they're giving this example of whom people are looking up to when they are seeking advice as to what they should be wearing. For a relatively new class of consumer startups, let's try and solve questions based on whatever we have read. Okay, let's do this. Which of the following hypothetical statements would add least depth to the author's prediction of the fate of startups offering few preferred options? This we have not read thus far. Food brand series of products in American market. Which one of the following products is most likely to be supported by the author? This is not come yet. Purpose of example of Casper and Glossy, I have not yet just read. Okay, this one I think we can solve, but still we can hold on, but we can still read it. I think it makes sense. Based on the passage, all of the following can be inferred about a consumer's behavior except that. Based on the passage, all of the following can be inferred about the consumer except that. Having too many product options can be overwhelming for consumers. Why? Because it's said here. Okay, no, first they're saying that can be inferred about the consumer except. So they are saying that something which has not been said. I also sort of got away by this. Okay, let's read other two paragraphs, then come back here. For a relatively new class of consumer product startup, there is another method. Entirely. Instead of making a sense of sea of existing stuff, these companies claim to disrupt stuff as Americans know it. Casper mattress, Glossier makeup, Away suitcases, and many others have sprouted up to offer consumers from freedom of choice. The companies have a few aesthetically pleasing and supposedly highly functional options, usually at mid-range prices. They're selling nice things, but maybe more importantly, they're selling a confidence in those things and an ability to opt out of stuff rat race. So they're saying that there are companies which are giving few good-looking products who please eyes. They're visually appealing, they're functional, and they're usually at mid-range. The pricing is of mid-range. Okay, and they are also selling. They are not only selling nice things, but they're selling confidence, and they want people to opt out of the stuff rat race. $1,000 mattresses and $300 suitcase might solve choice anxiety for a certain tier of consumers, but the company that sell them, along with that, those attempt to massage the larger stuff economy into something navigable, are still just working within a consumer market that's broken in a systemic way. So they are saying that these companies who are doing all these things, they are still working in a consumer market that is a lot broken. Okay, presence of such stuff in America might be more valuable if they were more evenly distributed, but stuff's creators tend to focus their energy on those who already have plenty. As options have expanded for people with disposable income, the opportunity to buy even basic things such as fresh food or quality diapers has contracted for much of the America's low class. So they're saying that options have. So they're saying that there are so many products, there's so many options. It could have been better if the distribution chain, if the supply chain was evenly done for all kinds of all kinds of consumer, right? So as options have expanded for the people with who have income, but the people who are poor, for them the options have really come down. There are fewer options for such people. For startups that promise accessible simplicity, their very structure still might eventually push them towards overwhelming variety. Most of these companies are based on hundreds or millions of dollars of revenue capital, the investors of which tend to expect a steep growth rate that can be achieved by selling one mattress or one sneaker. Casper has expanded into bedroom furniture and bed linen. Glossier, after years of marketing itself, has no makeup that requires very little skill to apply, recently launched a full line of glittering color cosmetics. There may be no way to opt out of stuff by buying into the right thing. So what the saying is that somewhere this entire idea, this entire structure will not survive for very long, because these companies who are doing this startup business, who have brought in this new ideas, they are based on millions of dollars of venture capital, and they expect steep growth rate. Okay, so Casper is expanded into another giving example as so this particular purpose of this paragraph is to tell that this business model is not going to work very long. They are going to, the companies who are now having fewer products, eventually they are going to make many more they are going to make they're going to get into other aspects of the business, and they are going to enter into those business areas, or they're going to have many more products and many more product ranges. They're going to expand it, and they have given the examples that Casper, who was just making mattresses, is now making furniture and bed sheet also, and Glossier, which positioned itself as a no makeup, is creating a full length of color cosmetics. So they say the last time that there may be no way to opt out of stuff by buying into the right thing. So they are saying that there you might have to sort of there is no way out, basically. You will have to go through a plethora of things before you find what you're looking for, even if you buy the right things. Which of the following hypothetical statements would add least depth to the author's prediction of fate of startups by offering few product options? So author has said here what? So if you remember here, it said that they said that most of these companies are based on hundreds of dollars of venture capital, the investors of which tend to expect a steep growth rate that can't be achieved by selling one mattress or one sneaker. So what is the thing that an exponential surge in their sales enables startups to meet the desired profits without expanding their product catalog? So yes, so they're saying that if these startups who are funded by people from outside, and they seek profit, and hence they want these companies to grow very fast, if without expanding their product ranges of these if the sales of these companies increases manyfold, then they do not need to expand their product catalog. So that is the right answer. So since you've so they were looking for would add least depth to the author's prediction. So something which will least depth will be something which counters it, and this is what is countering it. So this is saying that these companies are not going to expand its business, but what in a way that they are not going to bring in more and more products. Okay, they are not going to increase their inventory manifold, but what they're going to actually do is they're going to they're going to increase the sales of whatever they have. So hence they will not go down the way which was said. So this is adding least depth, because this is actually countering whatever was said. Hence this is the right answer. And we need not even read 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4 are incorrect. Still we'll read them. Startups with few product options are no exception to American consumer market that is deeply divided along the class lines. Doesn't make any difference. With the motive of promoting certain rival camps, government tries to double tax rates for these startups. So if their profits reduce, if they actually go in loss, there's a high chance that they would be end up doing what author was saying. So this is actually innovates. It's strengthening the author's prediction. With Casper and Glossier venturing into new product lines, their regular customers start losing trust in companies and their products. So with Casper and Glossier venturing into new product ranges, their regular customers start losing trust in the. So this is again, this is not what they're trying to say. They're not talking about the trust. This was never mentioned. So again, not relevant. Food brands plans to launch a series of products in the American market. Which of the following products match is most likely to be supported by the author of the passage? So author said here, right? As options have expanded for the people with disposable income, the opportunity to buy even basic things such as fresh food or quality diapers has contracted for much of the America's lower class. So they're saying that, so an author is always saying that author wants that contemporary internet shopping consumes a perfect storm of choice, right? So there's so many products. So an author is sort of in a way, author is not supporting, but author is in this way, author is being appreciative in a certain way. So author wants companies which make fewer products, and author also wants companies to make products for the poor people, also for the people who cannot afford very costly products, very premium products basically. So author would like fewer number of products in the cheapest possible range. So the author range is 10 products with $5, 25 so it's zyada, 10 is again same but it's $10. 10 product range of 10 products range which $10. So 10 products price between $5 and $10. This is the right answer. These are all wrong. Which one of the following best sums up the overall purpose of the examples of Casper and Glossier? So why did he mention them? He mentioned them to because if you read here, it says that Casper has expanded into bedroom furniture and bed linen. Glossier, after years of marketing itself as no makeup that requires little skill to apply, recently launched a full line of glittering color cosmetics. There may be no way to opt out of stuff by buying into the right thing. So author is given this example by saying that because they will transform into what they were exceptions to. So author said that these companies had come as an exception to other companies which were having so many product lines, and they were having so many ranges and so many kinds of material of products, but these companies were offering few products, but in long run they will transform into those companies what they were trying to be alternative of. So they're going to become into what they had entered into business with an idea of changing it. So they will become the same. All of the following, if true, would weaken the author's claim except. All of the following, if true, would weaken the author's claim except. So they're saying that it would weaken the author's claim except. It says that the annual sale of companies that hired lifestyle influencers on Instagram for marketing their products were 40% less than those that did not. They're saying that the annual sale of companies that hired lifestyle influencers on Instagram, if true, would weaken the author's argument. Okay. The annual sale of companies that hired lifestyle influencer on Instagram for marketing their products were 40% less than that did not. Okay, did authors say anything of this sort, that annual sale increased? Okay, let's read further. The empowerment felt by the consumers in buying commodity were directly proportional to the number of objects they could choose from. Now, this is against the because why? Because the author had clearly said, now they're saying that would weaken the author's argument, except, so something which would strengthen it or something which would do nothing to it. So you have to look for something which would weaken except. So this is weakening. Why? It says no here that research has consistently held that people who are presented with fewer options make better and easier decisions. So that means 2 is incorrect and it will weaken, hence you do not look for it. So product options increase market competition, bringing down the prices of the commodities, which in turn increase the purchasing power of the poor. So this is against, again, it was something which was not mentioned anywhere. So this is also against the idea, because here they're saying that because of so many choices also, options have expanded for the people with disposable income. The opportunity to even buy basic things such as fresh food or quality diapers has been reduced for America's low class. So this is going to weaken it actually. So this is going to actually weaken it. If it's going to weaken it, it is not the right answer. We will look for something except it. Annual sales growth of companies with fewer product options were higher than that. Annual sales growth of the companies with fewer product options were higher than that of companies which curated their products for target consumers. So if the annual growth is better, then why will these companies who are with fewer options, why will they start opening other and introducing other product lines? Like they've said, no, most of the companies which are based on hundreds of millions of dollars of venture capital, the investors of which tend to expect a steep growth rate that cannot be achieved by selling one great mattress or one great sneaker. So author has said that this kind of profit cannot be achieved. So this is against whatever the author has said. Hence, this is your answer. Let's read this answer and let's try and understand whether this is correct answer actually in its own right or not. The annual sale of companies that hired lifestyle influencers on Instagram for marketing the products were 40% less than those did not. Now this is something which is not relevant to the gain of the, because we were not talking about how much profit the companies are making in terms of when they're hiring lifestyle influencers. The purpose of this entire paragraph was about choice and how some companies are helping consumers or helping themselves by helping the consumers to pick up certain items. This is about, yeah, this is about that, and telling that some companies are trying to break away from this culture of, but at the same time they will not be able to do it for very long, right? So these things have been told here. This particular line number 1 is against that idea. Okay. Based on the passage, all of the following can be inferred. All of the following can be inferred about consumers' behavior, except that. So they're saying that based on the passage, all of the following can be inferred. Something can be inferred. Apart from that, there'll be 4 of them. Out of 4, 3 can be inferred, 1 will not be. Having too many product options can be overwhelming for consumers. This was mentioned. This was there in the second line also, we just discussed. Remember here. Presented with many, with a few options, make better and easier decisions. Consumers are this will be read here. Consumers are susceptible to marketing images that they see on social media. Consumers are susceptible to market. You know, but author has said no that marketing happens here. They're saying that people marketing buzzwords are there, and there are some algorithms, there are some influencers, snappy ad tech, and then they mention about lifestyle influences on Instagram. That means people get influenced by marketing images. So this is again can be inferred. Consumers tend to prefer products by startups over those by established companies. So this was never mentioned. Too many options have made it difficult for consumers to trust products. This can also be understood because we have mentioned here, no, that they're selling nice things, but maybe more importantly, they are selling a confidence in those things and an ability to opt out of stuff matrix, right? So if somebody marked, say, question number 5, if based on the passage, all of the following can be inferred about the customer behavior except that, and if somebody marked option 4, then and they did not mark option 3, then you can say that it is an inference based question. And so something which cannot be inferred, right? So if somebody marked option number 4, we can read some of these older writings also. Did not read the RC in correct context, look for wrong options, mark something that was mentioned in the pack in the RC. So because we were looking for look for those ideas that can be inferred from the passage. Understand the primary purpose of the passage, combine these ideas to form one central idea of the purpose, So I think this question was a little difficult also. I believe that inference may be something which accept. So this question was also difficult to form, and then these ideas were also slightly difficult to say that customer. But 3 was something which was never mentioned. Tend to prefer startup products by startups over those by established companies. This was never mentioned. So I think one could have answered this question. Unacademy subscription offers you live classes, so get to interact with the educator, live polls and leaderboard, test series and an analysis, live doubt clearing sessions. So these are the, so in live classes, the interaction is, the UI interface is amazingly good. You can talk to the educator. You have test series and its analysis done, like we've discussed, and there are doubt solving sessions also. Every fourth class in a plus course is a doubt solving sessions. At the same time, there are a lot of special free classes and quizzes which are free of cost, for which we don't charge you anything. So please utilize those aspects, and please try and utilize these features which we have as much as possible. Use the code Saxena Live to get 10